Today I'm going to talk about the Garmin Zumo XT and what I think about it, and maybe show you a thing or two about how I use it and a couple of features that are not that well covered in other reviews on internet. The unit comes with a short ram arm I use, and I just mounted a ram ball plate to the existing plate on the bike, and with this mounting almost no vibration. One of the first things is how responsive and fast it is. The screen looks much more reflective than it actually is. When I'm trying to capture it on camera, it looks really reflective. It looks worse on camera than it actually is. And I don't find it to be any problem when I'm out driving. And I actually think that the screen on the 396 was worse than the... It's kind of like too dim, but this is really bright and shines really good even in strong sunlight. You can navigate it just like a smartphone, and it's really responsive. If you install your favorite waypoints through your computer or to Basecamp into the XT, it will come under favorites, all favorites, and you will find it here. And if I look at it, it will be saved as a green background with white heart. And I know a lot of people really hate that. I don't find it as a problem, but still I would really love to keep the symbols I have in Basecamp because it's much easier to see on the map. You have the Explore app, and if you put all your waypoints through your Explore account on your web browser, it will synchronize with your Garmin unit, and all your waypoints, tracks or routes will be visible here. And if I go into my waypoints here, you see all the icons are the same as I have it in Basecamp. So I can touch this, I can watch it on the map, and you see it there with the right and correct symbol. But the best part about it, if I go all the way back and I go into the map, it's visible on the main map all the time. And this is a really good feature, especially for me. The only problem with the Explore app is that you cannot change or alter or do edits on the waypoints on the unit itself, but you can log onto your web browser and you can do edits there, and it will synchronize on the fly really fast. So for many, it's not perfect, but it's damn close enough for me. And I really appreciate the opportunity to have the most important waypoints as a reference on the map at the whole time. I go into my web browser on my smartphone. I go into the trans-eurotrail.org, the homepage for Trans-European Trail. I go into Sweden. Download the GPX, agree to the term of use, and down here I push download. After it's finished downloading, I hit open in, and I scroll over to the Drive app. The GPX file is received, and I push send, and there's a progress bar coming up, and it will transfer to the unit. The GPX file is sent, and I get a message: new tracks were received and were added to tracks. New location were received and were added to save locations. And it's that easy to save a track or route or waypoint you download from the internet or from other devices. So to access your new maps, you have to put it on micro SD card, and you have to put it into your computer, and you have to make a folder called Garmin, and you have to install the map, the image file, inside that folder before you can put it back into your device, and then it will automatically update your map database. To activate the maps, you have to go to Settings, Map and Vehicle. You scroll down to My Maps, and you just uncheck all the standard maps, and you see on the bottom floor I have OSM, Topo Summer Norway, from frikart.no. That's a Norwegian site. And I go back, and I view map, and here I have the contour lines, and I have I would not say this is the best off-road map, but still you have better view of trails and stuff like that. But this is a routable map, and you can use this to for all your off-road driving. Another brilliant function on the Garmin XT is the tracking app. Just go into the tracking app, and I can start tracking, and all the details and all the necessary information comes inside the track recorder. And I can stop it, I can save it, or I can discharge. So I can customize it in every way I want, and I can easily share it with other units. It's not only that. If I'm going on one of my adventures and I follow a track or I follow a route, I can still custom set a track if I come across a road that is of high interest. So I can go into the menu on the far right corner, the three dots. I can go into the track recorder app, and here I get my longitude and latitude, and I can easily start a custom track from here, even if I navigate on a different route on the main map. So, and I finished driving that section, or I will stop tracking. I will just stop it, and I can save it for later use. Just push in test, and you see the responsiveness of the keyboard and stuff like that is just like a smartphone. So now it added to save tracks for later use. I can go back, I can go into the tracks, and there you have it. Of course, now I'm not moving, so you won't be seeing it on the map. But I can share it to other units. I can show it on map. I can set color of it, whatever color I like, and I can rename it. There was a guy online asking me if the Garmin Zumo XT had the autofill feature. That could be the option he was looking for. So if I have to go to the town where I grew up in Norway, it's called Ålesund. I want to go to an address, I want to spell the town, and On the keyboard of the Garmin unit, you don't see the letter O, the Norwegian letter O. You only have the A. So if I push the button A, in a lot of alphabets you can put double A to represent the letter O, but you don't have the option here. It will just be grayed out. But up in the left corner, you have the option O, as we say in Norwegian. And now you see the option on the top line. I have the option of Ålesund. I don't have to correctly spell all the letters in the word to get to the town I want to. So press Ålesund, enter street. I would go to I can watch it on a map. So my conclusion is this is by far the best Garmin GPS on the market at this day. There is just no competition. The screen and the unit feels more like a smartphone than it ever has. It has all the features I think is important from the Garmin Montana and the Garmin Zumo series. And yeah, I think it's worth the money, and I can highly recommend it for everyone. It's a brilliant unit for adventures and light off-road riding. Yeah. Cheers.